The current president of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has called himself the Obama of Zambia on several times, but the late Edith Nawakwi refuted that and asked, in what capacity? Some people have even accused him of being the worst president the country has ever had. Others have even said he is a job on training president. Is that true? Or have the people been right all this while? Let us look at some simple profiles of all the presidents that the country has ever had, then we judge from that. We all know that when you are a fresh graduate and you apply to become part of a certain company, they will give you a certain period, which they call the internship period or probation period, to teach you how to do the work. But if you've got a certain type of experience in that job, say 2 or 3 years, most of the times this probation or internship period is not necessarily there because the CEOs presume you know how to do the job. That is why you have such an experience. Kenneth Kaunda joined politics in 1949 and helped create the Northern Rhodesia African National Congress to help fight for Africans. He became Secretary General of the ANC but struggled to fight for Africans in a white-dominated role. After disagreeing with the ANC's softer approach, Kaunda formed his own political party, ZANC. When he was in prison, Mainza Chona and others came together and formed the United Nations Independence Party, UNIP, of which he became president after his release from prison, a party which ushered him into power as Zambia's first president. From his profile, we can see that he became an apprentice before he was the main man of the country. From this, we can see that there was a process where he was a junior learning from seniors, which grew his capacity so that the time he became the main man, he was able to perform to the best of his abilities. In his early days, FTJ Chiluba was the leader of the Zambia Congress of Trade Union. In 1991, FTJ Chiluba and others formed the Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, MMD, which started as a pressure group but was later transformed into a political party. They went into an election. He won and became Zambia's second president. From this profile, we can see that before he became president, he had the privilege of working for public interest before he had the opportunity of becoming the main man of the country. Before the MMD party convention of 1990, Mwanawasa was expected to be the presidential candidate, but he refused, saying he was too young and inexperienced for that. Instead, he opted to run as member of parliament for Chifubu, of which he won by a very huge margin. Mwanawasa served as the vice president under Chiluba until 1994 when he resigned. In 1996, he challenged Chiluba for the MMD presidency, of which he was unsuccessful. He resigned from politics when he was elected as Zambia's third president. In the 1960s, Rupia Banda worked for the Zambia's UNIP in Northern Europe. He became Zambia's ambassador to Egypt in 1965, where he befriended Angolan Labour leader Jonas Savimbi and helped him open offices in Zambia for UNITA. He served as Zambia's ambassador to the United States from 1967 to 1969. He returned to Zambia to lead rural development, and he managed the Zambia National Marketing Board. He became Zambia's UN representative and headed the UN Council of Namibia. He was appointed as Zambia's foreign minister between 1975 and 1976 to lead peace talks in Angola's civil war. He won a parliamentary seat for Munali in 1978 but lost the seat in 1983 and 1988. He briefly served as Minister of State of Mines. In 2006, President Levi Mwanawasa appointed Banda as his vice president after the election, and in 2008, after Banda's death, RB became Zambia's fourth president. From this profile as well, we can see that before Banda became Zambia's president, he had to learn through experience in the different roles he served the Zambian people. Michael Sata served as Minister of Lands and Local Government in 1991. He also served as Minister of Health briefly. He was also appointed as a minister without portfolio in 1995 before he formed the Patriotic Front, on which he contested in an election in the 2001 elections, 2006 elections, 2008 elections, and finally in 2011 elections, where he was elected as Zambia's fifth president. Edgar Chagwa Lungu first ran as an independent member of parliament in 1996 for Chawama but lost. He joined opposition political parties, first the UPND, then the PF. He continued losing until 2011 when he won the parliamentary seat for Chawama constituency. He first started as a junior minister, then he was promoted as Minister of Home Affairs in 2012, Minister of Defense in 2013, and acting president when President Michael Sata was ill between 2013 and 2014. He was also appointed as the Secretary General and Minister of Justice under PF in 2014. President Sata died in 2014 and a presidential by-election was held in 2015 in which President Lungu emerged as the President of the Republic of Zambia. President Hakainde Hichilema took over the leadership of the UPND in 2006 after the death of its leader Anderson Mazoka. He then ran for the 2006 elections, 2008 elections, 2011 elections, 2015 elections, 2016 elections until he won in 2021. Could it be that things are not going okay because he has never served in any capacity in the Zambian government apart from being president? Is it true that he is a job on training president? Because all the previous presidents that came before him served the Zambian people in one way or another before they assumed the country's #1 position.